he paused as if hearing still his voice, unwilling to break the charm, then slowly spoke. Musing, she answered, I am Savitri, princess of Madra. Who art thou? What name musical on earth expresses thee to men? What trunk of kings, watered by fortunate streams, has flowered at last upon one happy branch? Why is thy dwelling in the pathless wood, far from the deeds thy glorious youth demands? Haunt of the anchorites and earth's wild broods, where only with thy witness self thou roamst in nature's green, unhuman loneliness, surrounded by enormous silences and the blind murmur of primaeval calms. And Satya then replied to Savitri, in days when yet his sight looked clear on life, King Dyumatsena once the Shalwa reigned through all the tract which from behind these tops, passing its days of emerald delight. In trusting converse with the traveler winds, turns looking back towards the southern heavens, and leans its flank upon the musing hills, but equal fate removed her covering hand. A living night enclosed the strong man's paths. Heaven's brilliant gods recalled their careless gifts, took from blank eyes their glad and helping ray, and led the uncertain goddess from his side. Outcast from empire of the outer night, lost to the comradeship of seeing men, he sojourns into solitudes within, and in the solemn rustle of the woods. Son of that king, I Satya then have lived contented, for not yet of thee aware, in my high-peopled loneliness of spirit, and this huge vital murmur kin to me, nursed by the vastness, pupil of solitude. A vision spell pursued my boyhood's hours, all things the eye had caught in colored lines were seen anew through the interpreting mind, and in the shape it sought to seize the soul. High beauty's visitants, my intimates were, the neighing pride of rapid life that roams wind-maned through our pastures. On my seeing mood cast shapes of swiftness, trooping spotted deer against the vesper sky, became a song of evening to the silence of my soul. I caught for some eternal eye the sudden kingfisher flashing to a darkling pool, a slow swan silvering the azure lake, a shape of magic whiteness sail through dream, leaves trembling with the passion of the wind, pranked butterflies, the conscious flowers of air, and wandering wings in blue infinity lived on the tablets of my inner sight. Mountains and trees stood there like thoughts from God. I caught the echoes of a word supreme, and metred the rhythm beats of infinity, and listened through music for the eternal voice. I felt a covert touch, I heard a call, but could not clasp the body of my God, or hold between my hands the world mother's feet. In men I met strange portions of a self that sought for fragments, and in fragments lived, each lived in himself and for himself alone. and with the rest joined only fleeting ties, each passioned over his surface joy and grief, nor saw the eternal in his secret house. I sat with the forest sages in their trance. There poured awakening streams of diamond light. I glimpsed the presence of the one in all, but still there lacked the last transcendent power, and matter still slept empty of its Lord. The spirit was saved, the body lost and mute, lived still with death and ancient ignorance. The inconscient was its base, the void its fate. But thou hast come, and all will surely change. I shall feel the world, Mother, in thy golden limbs, and hear her wisdom in thy sacred voice. The child of the void shall be reborn in God. My matter shall evade the inconscience trance. My body, like my spirit, shall be free. It shall escape from death and ignorance.